The relationships between China and the EU stands at a critical historical juncture.
A tense EU-China summit in Beijing ended with few breakthroughs and sharpened diplomatic lines over trade, industry, and Ukraine. European Commission. President Ursula von der Leyen hailed a tentative Chinese move to ease rare earth export curbs, but warned the broader trade imbalance, over $300 billion last year, was unsustainable.
We want this relationship to be beneficial for both sides. Starting with our trade relationship, Europe has always believed in the power of free trade to drive prosperity, and that competition has to be fair. We know that our trade relationship today needs more balance. Rebalancing is a necessity, and it is also in the interest of a stronger relationship between us. So what needs to be done to achieve rebalancing? We think increasing market access for European companies in China, limiting the external impact of involution and reducing export controls are important steps forward. On each of these topics, when our concerns are not addressed, our industry and citizens will demand that we defend our interests, but our preference is always, as we do today, to have dialogue and to find good negotiated solutions.
Beijing responded with a thinly veiled rebuke, emphasizing its principles of engagement.
Over the past 50 years, China and the EU have achieved fruitful outcomes in exchanges and cooperation. An important understanding and insight is that the two sides should respect each other, seek commonality while reserving differences, uphold openness and cooperation, and pursue mutual benefit.
Xi Jinping went further, blaming Western decoupling rhetoric and stressing deeper China-EU ties in uncertain times.
We need concrete progress on issues related to trade and economy, and we both want our relationship to be balanced, reciprocal, and mutually beneficial.
On Ukraine, the divide remained. Brussels urged China to rein in its support for Moscow. Beijing stood firm.
The more severe and complex the international situation becomes, the more China and the EU need to strengthen communication, enhance mutual trust, and deepen cooperation to contribute greater stability and certainty to the world through a stable and sound China-EU relationship.
Despite symbolic gains on rare earths, Europe left with few concrete concessions. In a trade game increasingly defined by leverage, it is still China that pulls most of the strings.